Good morning and happy Monday. There it is. I'm ready to go. Today is Dr. Seuss Day. My dogs are like, if you say so, Mom. Anyway, I think I shook this. I'm just going to use this today in my shake because I didn't feel like taking the time to go get the other new pistachio one that's in my other fridge. Anyway, yesterday I worked a lot to get all the grades entered in from the week. Ooh, I flung an ice cube. And so I stayed up and worked on that. Also my slides and all that jazz. So had kind of a late night. We ran errands on Saturday and Sunday. Yesterday we went to Costco and got all kinds of goodies that we shouldn't have, but here we are. Also, I got my chickens for lunch again. I have not had those in quite a while, so that's kind of fun. What else? Nothing actually very new for school. I'm not starting anything new. I am going to finish the writing hopefully in the next 2 days with both classes. One class finished and I gave them feedback on their papers. A lot of them are pretty rough, but there's a lot to work with. I think I'll just leave this ice until I get to school. I mean, yeah, just ice. No water, because that will be easier to carry. So, feedback has been given on one class on their papers, and then the other class has not done their writing. So, gotta get that done. There's just a lot of stress going on right now. A lot of stress. And I'm back up to owing 4 hours of sleep after the weekend. So this is not going to bode well for my week, but hopefully one of those days I'll get some decent sleep. One of those days, one of these days, one of any day would be great. Our Linktivity this week is Yellowstone National Park. So that will be fun. And then our ReadWorks articles are about women scientists, so that'll be fun, learning how different women have contributed to the field of science. I think some are like science and medicine maybe. Could be wrong, but I'm trying to remember back. One fun thing I did this morning, I took a Zyrtec. My sister said to try that for all of this, and we'll see. I'm scared because I don't know if it's gonna make me tired, and it was a liquid gel, so I could not cut it in half. So we'll see what kind of day we're gonna have. Bye, honey. Bye. Are you going up? Yeah. Okay. Anyway, that's what I have to report. So we're wearing our Read shirt and our hat. I do love this hat. It's very fun. I love any time I can wear something fun that does not get all up in my way. You know what I mean? Anyway, I will catch up with you after school. It is very late. It is 6:41 and I'm not even ready to walk out the door. I'm like 90% ready, but not 100. So I will see you after school. Hello and happy end of day Monday. Except for coughing, I'm doing pretty well today. We had a pretty good day. We really did. We worked hard. We did, with both groups, we worked on our writing of the animal adaptations. One of the classes I had already, I think I told you this, I had already gone through and given feedback, and I scored them on a 1, 2, 3, 4 scale, like as if it were the test, the AASA test. These are so bad. Why? Does this look like Diary of a Wimpy Kid? Does it? No, does not. Anyway, we worked on that with both classes. The second class, I decided to do it whole, not whole group, small group. So a lot of talking today, but it worked out pretty well. So tomorrow is the 3rd, right? 0303, 030326. Yes. Anyway, so that was cool. Hold please. I'm having to put books where they go. This makes me a little bit nuts, you guys. If you don't know where a book goes in our classroom, you put it in the book return. That's it. But can anybody take me seriously in this get up? Probably not. Hold again. I'm still here. I'm just putting books away. I did say hold, so I'll stop talking. Okay, now I'm back. So we worked on writing. We got our new Linktivity started, which was Yellowstone National Park. We got to watch the videos, which were of the geysers, which was really cool, and of Old Faithful, the big time geyser. And then we just started our groups and did our writing. So we had a very busy day. Mystery, there we go. But it was very productive, good busy. So yay. But now I'm late because I may or may not have stayed up in the office laughing and talking for entirely too long, which really, you know what? It's good for the soul, so I don't feel bad. And we were having a good old goofy time, so it was fine. But now I'm having to deal with the consequences of my actions, which are not always great. So now I'm going to just put away the things that I must, and then I'm going to go deliver a package at the, that's really tall, at the mailbox. And then I'm going home and going to bed. Probably, ow, just tripped myself. Probably not exactly to bed, but pretty darn close because I'm tired. I'm just tired, you guys. I'm tired of it all. So this child is going to be getting a little chatting with tomorrow because, oh, 2 childs, because they just left their stuff, which isn't too cool. So I'm going to take said stuff and shove it in a thing here, and we'll chat tomorrow. We have a field trip coming up. I think I told you about that. It's the same one we've had several years now. Actually, not several years. Now this is only my 3rd year with it. But because, oh wow, we have computers not plugged in. Interesting. Hold please. Okay, I just wanted to see who left their computer behind. They're going to also have to deal with their own choices and consequences because I'm not plugging them in. That is not a me job. They're going to sit out, they're going to go dead, and they're not going to have them to use. So believe me, the what do we want to call it? The procedures should be in their brain by now because we've been doing it for 130 some days. Anyway, what should I have for dinner tonight? Last night, what did we have? Last night, it seems so long ago. I don't remember. Did we have leftovers? Did we cook to have leftovers? I truly have no idea what I ate for dinner last night. We have chicken tonight. I have a deli chicken sitting in the fridge that we can pull apart and eat. And by we, I mean my husband because I won't touch it. I'll touch the white meat part because it doesn't look like an animal really, but I can't. I cannot with the parts that look like legs. Oof, no. And that's the dark meat part, so I can't. I just cannot with that. Anyway, I'm going to leave. We have a field trip permission slip that got left behind on the ground. Passed out my new calendars today. Got a lot of late work, so that's kind of good. Except for it means that I'm going to have to go home and grade papers, which is not all that exciting, but what else am I going to do with them? Anyway, I'm going to get going. I'm just going to finish up here at my desk, and I'm going to go, and I will catch up with you tomorrow morning. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Today, for our spirit day, it's something like work out with a good book. I don't even know what it is. All I know is I got to wear something comfy. So I'm wearing my, look at this cool shirt, Black Rock Coffee Bar. It's cool. What's not cool is that I haven't slept still. I don't know. I thought for sure last night I would get sleep. I got 4 hours, 15 minutes. I need to do better. I tried. It didn't take. So it's gonna be fine. Tonight I'm going to have to sleep. I mean, like, what is my option, right? At some point I will drop. So let's just hope it's at bedtime. That was not enough of that, but oh well. I'm not going to get another one. It is late already. It's 6:39, so I'm getting ready to head out. But today in school, we're just going to pick up where we left off with the writing. And we have all but one group, I think. Two groups. One in each class, I think. Done with the book. This is what happens when my brain doesn't get enough rest. With the Polar Bears Past Bedtime book. In other news, hold please. I'm like the news when I do that, right? Like when they say, horrible, violent outbreak today at, hold please, more at 10. And you're left going, what happened? Only I'm not that exciting. So the, did I put this in there yet? No. The couple groups started Dolphins at Daybreak, and I think I had 2 groups started. Yeah, because in the afternoon we just did writing. And they're already on pages like 13 and 14, I think. So we're cooking. We are cooking. Anyway, another thing I printed out was this product. I will put it here because I can't remember the name of her store. Her name is Kirsten Tulsian, I'm not sure, but it's a vocabulary packet, and it's 180 days actually of vocabulary. Yeah, Tulsian. Anyway, it has 180 words. I just printed out the first 48 so that I could do front and back pages for them. I'm just going to have them work on this as part of their group time. This book belongs to, and then there's 4 on each page, so that would only be 12 pages, right? I don't know if I mathed correctly, but I'll just staple there, and they'll work on it kind of self-paced. That will be just good extra vocabulary practice. So they do things like write the word, circle the synonyms, write the word in a sentence, doodle it. Just kind of fun, yet not hard. But the words, the definitions are there, so hopefully they'll be able to do it self-directed. Anyway, that's all I have for this morning. I'm gonna get going. Wish me luck staying awake today. Just kidding. As if I could ever not with 100 children in the room. But it's gonna be a little dicey today. Anyway, I'm gonna get my ring back on. I had to charge it for a few, and I'm gonna get going, but I will catch up with you after school. Hello and happy end of day Tuesday. I'm not really sure how this day has the nerve to only be Tuesday, but here we are. It was a decent day. The morning was pretty good. It was a little nutty, but you know, we're getting into spring, and spring has sprung, and things are a little crazy. But we'll have a reset soon with our spring break. Before that, though, we sure have a lot to get done. Today, with my most of my other groups, let's see, I think it was probably about half and half. We had about half of the groups finish up their writing, Knew the word would come to me. And the other groups, we had one group finish their Polar Bears Past Bedtime. Just give me time and I'll figure out what I want to say. And so they got to do the filling up the letter activity where they, this is so bad. I'm just going to do this. Where they were putting different things that reminded them of the story into the letter. Anyway, and then we had the other groups all reading the new book, which is Dolphins Before Daybreak. So that's where we're at in reading groups. We just took a little diversion from just reading for fun to make sure that everybody had their writing in check. I am going to give them the other one by Kim Miller that I already own. I don't know if I told you about it or not. I feel like I did. It's another kind of compare contrast. It's pros and cons of video games. And they have to make a list of pros and cons for playing video games versus not. And then they have to, which is going to be hard for them, let's face it. That's like telling me to argue that coffee's not good for you. No. So with that being said, they might have a little bit of a challenge, but you know, there are a few that probably will go that direction and say, no, it's terrible for you, which I don't, I'm not trying to browbeat anybody here, but sorry, but I do want to get the point across, make the point that we can have two different opinions and support one that is ours. So we can read about two different opinions, pros and cons, and then support which one is ours. We picked our jobs today for March, and our new, one of our new calendar helpers claimed his spot on the calendar. He wrote his name. Anyway, I'm going to change the date for tomorrow, and then I'm going to get going. I might stop by Goodwill on my way home. It's Old Folks Day, so I might. We'll see. And then I'm headed home. But today was wonderful because I got to be super comfy, so yay. Tomorrow is just our school spirit day. So it's just wear your school colors. So we'll do just as we do on normal Wednesdays. But till then, I will be doing all the things, and I'll see you again in the morning.